Hello and welcome to Knights at the Game Table, where today I'm going to be talking about how command points work. Command points are one of the new features of 8th edition, and they're one of the key differences between this edition and previous ones. Essentially, it gives you a pool of points to spend on specific stratagems that can let you reroll dice or pass a morale test or do some specific things unique to your particular army. So, you're going to start with at least 3 command points if you've built a battle-forged army. A battle-forged is a term in the 8th edition rulebook, which you're probably going to need for these kinds of rules, but essentially, every battle-forged army, which is an army that's built according to detachments, is going to get 3 command points, plus an amount based on the kinds of detachments it contains, possibly minus if you want to add some random unit that doesn't really fit, and you take an auxiliary detachment. But that gives you your pool of points to spend. It is very common to at least take a battalion, which will give you 5 command points for a total of 8, which is a good amount to spend during a game. There are 3 basic stratagems common to all armies that you can spend your command points on. The first one is command reroll. It's one of the most useful and one of the most versatile. You can spend 1 command point at any point to reroll any 1 die. You can do this once per phase over the course of any turn. Then there's Insane Bravery for 2 command points, which lets you auto-pass a morale test, which can be critical to saving a large unit after it's taken some losses and keeping it on the battlefield. Finally, there's Counter-Offensive, and for 2 command points, you can interrupt the order in which units are fighting to make your unit fight next, especially useful when you've been charged by more than 1 unit. There's also plenty of army-specific stratagems which give you unique abilities in the identity and flavor of the army you're playing. And right now, I'm going to show you one of the Eldari ones, specifically Craft World's Fire and Fade. This is a classic piece of Eldar trickery where their units get to move after they shoot. So, I've set up some units down here. I've got myself a little Eldari patrol here. I've got a Farseer and 5 Rangers, and they're fighting against these nasty Space Marines over here. So, let's have our Rangers over here. Let's tuck our Farseer away where he's nice and safe. And then my Rangers are going to shoot the Space Marines. So we're going to roll for hits. And then we're going to roll for wounds. Okay, so this is decent. We're going to put a mortal wound because of these sniper rifles and 2 saves into these Space Marines. They roll their save and fail. They're going to lose 2 units straight away. Fantastic. Of course, the Space Marines have got these scary bolters, which Eldar troops aren't particularly keen on absorbing with their toughness 3 and their mediocre saves. However, Fire and Fade. We're going to spend 1 of our command points, which is going to allow our Rangers to move 7 inches, as if it were the movement phase, after firing. So they're just going to slide into this piece of terrain over here. And lo and behold, these Space Marines are really going to struggle to be shooting them back next turn. Even if they do, they're nicely in cover where they're going to get all kinds of sneaky bonuses. Those are the basics of gaining and spending command points. There are other things you can spend them on. Specifically, there are pregame stratagems you'll find in your army's codex. You can use to do things like add additional relics to your army. There are specialist detachments in expansions like the Vigilus books, where you can unlock new special abilities, new relics, and new stratagems by spending a command point to unlock and assign a specialist detachment. There's also the Auxilary support detachment, where for 1 command point, you can add a unit that doesn't otherwise fit into your battle-forged army. This can be really helpful, because especially when you've got a smallish number of models and you're trying to fit them all in. Because if you're not battle-forged, you don't get the command points, you don't get access to the stratagems, and you lose some of the key benefits of being in your army, like the ability to have your troops auto win contested objectives against non-troops, and whatever special chapter-specific, faction-specific rules your detachments and armies would otherwise have. That's been your basic guide to command points. Thank you for joining us, and Knights at the Game Table.